Well, good afternoon, everyone. On this beautiful Sunday afternoon, I'm out in the woods taking me a little walk, enjoying the weather and the woods. I love to go walking in the woods, but I had a few things on my mind I just wanted to share with you this morning. Wanted to talk about this afternoon. One is, what would happen if the church economic foundation just totally collapsed? What would happen if there was no money at all coming into the church? Could we still survive, or what would happen? You didn't have any money to pay the bills, couldn't pay the power bill, couldn't pay the water bill, couldn't pay the staff, couldn't pay the preacher, couldn't pay the workers, couldn't pay the janitor, couldn't pay the person who cuts the grass. So what in the world would happen? Would church still survive? Would church still go on? Well, have we learned anything these past few weeks? We haven't been in a church building for a while. So have we learned anything? Is things going to go back to normal when we get back? And meet for maybe 3 times a week. If you can get people there 3 times a week for an hour a day to sit, to listen, to hear, hopefully to learn. I don't know how much hearing and listening goes on, because that's not the primary reason that people attend church. The primary reason most people attend church is to try to get rid of the guilt that they feel because they know they haven't lived right a lot of the week. So they can go there and they can sit and listen, close their eyes when the prayers are being prayed, and feel a whole lot better about themselves. And then life can get back to normal. So what would it be like without that church building to attend, to go to gather at, to be able to do that? Well, I think in the last 4 weeks, what we have seen is what the church is going to be in the future. I think in the future, maybe not us, maybe our children, definitely our grandchildren, we'll see a day that the church building is not really important at all. Will be a day that we're not really concerned about these elaborate worship services with all the music and the sound systems, expensive sound system with all the smoke and whatever it is that we may use to put on a good worship service. Because I really believe with all my heart that in the future, the church is not necessarily going to be a place that you go and meet. The church is going to be who you are. It's going to be inside of you. So, we may still meet. Of course, we need each other. We need the encouragement and we need the support of one another. But I think primarily it's the church is going to be within inside of us. And it's going to be real. And it's going to be genuine. And church is going to meet 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Think about that. Church, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because church is inside of us, and it's who we are, and we're living it, and people can see Christ in us. And I think in the days to come that people are really going to stand out as a Christian. I think there's already a great dividing taking place between the real and their counterfeit. So in the days ahead, won't be fussing about how long the preacher preached, or fussing about how the preacher's dressed, or fussing about this and that, fussing about the worship styles, fussing about the color of the carpet, and all these type things. So have we learned anything whatsoever at all? What have we learned, and how is it going to affect the church? How is what we have experienced the last 3-4 weeks going to affect the church in the future? I'm believing, I'm hoping it's going to be a very different place when we go back. I hope we don't get back to doing things as usual and getting back to being normal. Something's going to change. Something is going to change. With or without our help, things are going to change. So thank you for allowing me to share this with you. One last statement I want to make, and that is this: don't forget to send in your tithes and offerings to your church, because the church needs the money to fix the leak in the water cooler that's ruining the new carpet. God bless.